think the biggest danger, funnily enough, in a first meeting is to know too much. And there's a tendency to do so much desk research that you know the inner detail of every aspect of someone's lives. That's not actually appropriate for a first meeting anyway. You need to know the broad details of when they graduated, what they've been doing since, because actually if you know too much, it almost prevents you asking the open-ended questions that are critical to those first meetings when you're just trying to build that kind of engagement. In terms of what I'd hope to cover in a first meeting, the trick we've found is, even though there may be very specific projects for which we know we're seeking philanthropic support on campus, is not to bring those into that first discussion. You're talking much more broadly. I don't want to go over the top about this, but you're talking about the world and the major issues in the world and the issues that are important to the donor, whether it's local, national, international issues, the work the university is doing to begin to address those issues, whether it's through research, scholarship provision, whatever it might be. And it's keeping that conversation as broad as you can in the early stages. That tends to get donors thinking about the university and its role in a slightly different way. What we then find is you can then build on that to say, well, look, if you're interested in that area, we'd love you to come to campus and meet some of our academic and wider leaders who are taking that agenda forward. And I know they'd be really interested in discussing it with you. And that for us is a real tipping point when they come to campus and meet those key leaders. I think the other thing we have to be very clear about is that philanthropy is on the agenda. We're not here to pull the wool over anybody's eyes, so we're very clear in those first meetings where we would very rarely ask for a gift, but we would make it clear that we hope they will consider the university as part of their philanthropic priorities looking ahead, but we know that's a journey and we hope it's one that they'd like to go on with us.